What's up, guys? So it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been terribly busy with other things. There's been a bunch of stuff that I could do videos on regarding stuff that I found in these documents, of the charges in the trial against YNW MELLY. There's stuff that would just blow your mind that has not been covered by other YouTube channels, which I know would be interesting to you guys. I got a pretty good amount of views on my last video, so I'd love to show you guys. I just don't have the time right now, and I want to give you guys like a better quality video. However, right now I'm just doing a quick video because I thought this was interesting, and it's a motion by the defense, by YNW MELLY's defense, to exclude the FBI CAST report, which is the Cellular Analysis Survey Team report, which I think analyzes, where the phone was at, etc. Now, the FBI agent, he can still testify, right? So he's still a witness in the trial, and he can testify to what was on that report. However, they're trying to exclude, he can still testify to what he saw, right? So he can say that, at this time and at this time, YNW's cell phone was in the same place, etc. But what they're trying to do they're trying to exclude the report itself. They don't want it to get admitted into evidence. They don't want the jury to be able to rely on it and to look at it when it comes to deliberation. So they're trying to exclude it on the basis of hearsay, on the grounds of hearsay, and because the report's prejudicial effect outweighs its probative value. Now, they're trying to argue that it's prejudicial. For some reason, they think that if the report is admitted into evidence, that it would have a prejudicial effect on their case, even though the FBI agent himself can testify to what's on the report. They don't want the report to be admitted into evidence. Now, they have some really good arguments, in my opinion, reading through their arguments and the case law that they present. They do have some seriously good arguments on the basis of hearsay and why the report should not be admitted, which I'm not really going to go into too heavily because it's a bunch of like legal jargon, so I'm not sure you guys really wanted to want to see that. Sorry, this thing is messing up. Let me go back. So I'm not sure if you guys really want to see some of the legal reasons to why they think the report shouldn't be admitted into evidence, but they're basically saying it's hearsay. So in saying that, what they're trying to say is that, a witness's own prior out-of-court statement is hearsay if introduced to prove the truth of the matter asserted therein. So if let's say you're talking about a certain subject, what's his name threw a tomato at this other guy, right? Even if it's your own statement, if you made the statement to someone else and they present the report of you making that statement is considered hearsay in regard to proving that so-and-so threw the tomato at the other guy. You have to basically discuss your own personal knowledge. So what you can say is, I saw so-and-so throw a tomato at the other guy, but you can't refer back to a report of you saying earlier that so-and-so, threw a tomato at another guy. However, in cross-examination, which means the opponent in the case, the opposition, the ops, they can use that report to impeach your testimony, which is to show that you're not reliable and what you say is not truthful. But on direct examination, what they're trying to say is that you cannot present that report because it's hearsay, And then they have a lot of arguments, very good ones, to why it's hearsay, you know, because hearsay has a few exclusions. So even if something is hearsay, in some cases, some of the exclusions, it is, you are able to admit some hearsay into evidence, but they're arguing that does not currently apply. I mean, these are legal ideas, and I know you guys aren't interested, but they put in the motion, so this will be argued. So we will see whether the judge decides that the report will be admitted into evidence or not. However, this is, I think, quite a big deal, because even in this brief, they do argue that what happens is, if the report is admitted into evidence, what happens is that the jury can then rely on that when they go into deliberation, when it's time to convict or acquit, you know. So when they have to make a verdict and they have to go and discuss whether they think the person is guilty or not, they can rely on that report. Although the testimony of the expert, they have to just rely on their own memory or any notes they took, you know, or they can go back to the transcript of the case. But having that report in front of them, they think is prejudicial. They think it will really ruin their case for them, and the defense is currently making an objection before the trial. You know, it's currently making a motion to get that report excluded before the trial, so that I think they're preparing, in case it does get introduced, they're going to try to bring that up in any appeal that they might try to make after the case, you know. I personally don't think that the report is such a big deal, because the detective still gets to testify according to what he saw or the facts that he knows regarding what had occurred, right? So he can say that once we did our investigation, we saw that YN Melly's telephone, or I saw that YN Melly's telephone was at the scene of the crime when we think the crime was committed, you know. So stuff like that, he can I mean, it's very complicated when it comes into the aspect of evidence and what can be said and what can't be said, and what can be introduced and what can't be introduced. But as you can see, I mean, his defense is really putting in some work, although I think it's really like getting this report excluded. I don't think it's going to be a tremendous help to YNW Melly's case, but any help counts, and that's definitely, you know, the lawyers are definitely doing what they get paid to do right now, and they're going after every little nook and cranny, every detail, to try to, you know, get the case to go in their favor. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Long video. I know you guys are probably not going to watch this one too much. I just wanted to make some easygoing videos. I know it's not perfectly detailed, and I didn't put in some cool gifs or anything about YNW Melly. I mean, I have a lot more information about YNW Melly, but I just want to put out, you know, a little video just for my own, like, fun. Hope you guys enjoy what I'm talking about. Hope the audio is okay. See you guys next time.